Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So I wanted to start a new series to see if we can get our lives organized together. To try to organize some of the chaos in our life, maybe try to declutter some. So of course, as soon as I started this video, my youngest came and told me he was hungry. This happens a lot, especially when you're a mom, when you have small children. You get right in the middle of doing something and then it's mom, I need, mom, I'm hungry, mom, can I, mom, blah, blah, blah. So, the first part of this video is, look, okay, I'm making ramen. Yeah, that's happening. And I'm exhausted, so I'm yawning. Well, I'm a mom. So it's about 4:30 in the afternoon. So I'm turning on the hot water, to start getting the water hot so I can do the dishes. So I had these big plans of doing the entire kitchen, and I realized that was just too much. There was no way I was gonna get that done all in one day. So in this series, I want to share with you the raw, the ugly, what it is to be a mom, to be overwhelmed, to have depression, to have anxiety, to have ADHD. And I'm gonna put it all out there. I'm gonna show you my house. I'm gonna, let you see what it is and what it could be, what I'm hoping it can be. I'm not a good housekeeper. I've never been a good housekeeper. I wasn't really taught to be a good housekeeper. I didn't really get taught how to clean much. We had all carpet. Even the kitchen had carpet when I was a kid in my house. So, the first time I learned to mop was when I had my first job, in high school. So it's definitely been a learning curve. I'm 36 now and literally just getting the hang of kind of how to keep stuff maintained. And I thought, maybe I'll just take you guys on this journey with me because I can't be the only one. It can't be just me. So maybe I can make somebody, even just one person, feel better about where they are in their life, what's happening in your life. We're not alone. We're never alone. So I started doing the dishes, and then of course I made this ramen for my youngest. And so while the water was boiling, I'm trying to get some other things done. I get distracted. You saw a few minutes ago, I got distracted with the trash because I didn't have anywhere. The trash was full, so I had to take that out. Yes, I do wash my dishes before I put them in the dishwasher. I'm, I guess, kind of a germaphobe. I feel like the dishwasher does not wash the dishes, it sanitizes the dishes. Oh, there goes my youngest. So, today, like I said, I had lots of plans of getting lots of stuff done today, but I am proud that I got a load of dishes done. And, I got a corner clean because, as you can see right there in my kitchen, there's no clean counter space. I have nowhere to work. I have nowhere to, do any kind of dinner prep. There are still dishes. There are coffee cups from this morning. I made French toast. It's a Sunday morning, so just, still washing the dishes, and that honestly can seem like a forever task. It really can seem like it takes forever. Oh, so I live for my little sprayer on my sink, and I love them. It's worth every penny that I spent to be able to pull down on my faucet and to make it turn into a sprayer. Oh, I absolutely love it. There's nothing I love more. Okay, so now his soup is finished, so I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna put it in a bowl, and I'm gonna forget to tell him that it's ready. So he'll come up here in a few minutes and be like, excuse me, Mom, where's my soup? Hey! Okay, so I found some other stuff while I was over on the other side of the kitchen, which you can't see right now, sorry, that had to be thrown away. Well, I realized that I didn't put a new bag in the trash can, so, again, ADHD moment. Took the old trash out, forgot to put a new bag in, and now, as you can see, I knocked over my cup with my drink in it, and oh, yep, just figured it out. So now everything is covered in Coke that's sitting there. There's me. Okay, so here's a moment. This is one of my favorite cups. and it broke. The bottom popped off of it, and I'm trying to decide in that moment if I think it's worth fixing or if I should just get rid of it. And I decided that I have a ton of cups. Okay, I am definitely a cup hoarder. And you know, I have plenty of cups. That one, it didn't really have a lot of sentimental value, so I feel like I didn't need it, and that was one less thing that I would have to find a place for. So in this series, I really want to try to find a place for everything in my house, and that's part of the biggest problem is I have too much stuff. And I feel like I definitely get that from my mom. My mom keeps a lot of stuff. You know, most of her house is not even, you know, walkable. And I don't say that to bash her, it's just the way it is. I get freaked out sometimes. I have these days where I call them 6-minute days. If I haven't touched it in 6 minutes, I don't need it. I throw it away. Because I get to a point where I'm like, okay, my house is starting to look like my mom's house, and that's just totally unacceptable. So finally get back to the dishes. You can see my oldest soup sitting there. You can actually see the steam coming off of it. That's pretty funny. I hate this dishwasher. I can't wait to get a new one. Oh, there he comes, where he's like, hey, ooh, I can smell it. Oh yeah, smells good. Here it is. Okay. He's all excited. All right, so there he goes. One task complete. All right, so when I get my dishwasher completely full, I go ahead and kind of hand wash and rinse out everything else and pile it all up on one side of the sink. That way, when this load of dishes is finished, I don't have to take the time to wash and scrub the dishes. They're already rinsed and scrubbed. That way, the next time that the dishwasher, you know, is ready to be loaded, there's no prep work to do. You just load it up. You don't have to rinse it. You don't have to do anything. All that's already done for you. So I usually try to do all that in one setting. Alright, so I just moved a pot that kind of needed to soak, and I'll put some more stuff that needs to soak, maybe that, you know, so I don't have to actually scrub it later. Oh yeah, there's the egg and milk, you know, stuff that I used for French toast this morning. I made this video around 4:30 in the afternoon. Yes, that is breakfast dishes that were still out. Coffee cups, plastic cups, all the things. Still trying to get, like I said, everything kind of rinsed off. Go ahead and scrub everything. That way I don't have to do it later. Alright, so I realize here that when I spilled my Coke, it spilled on the bottom of my salt. So I grabbed my salt shaker, go ahead and fill up the salt shaker, because I know now the salt on the bottom is ruined. The salt on the top is still okay for right this moment, but as the liquid starts to seep up through the salt, you know, that it'll ruin the rest of the salt. So, alright, finally the dishwasher's going, and now I'm gonna start working on this corner that I originally wanted to start on, which was the purpose for this video. So like I said before, so that was me walking through with some tampons that somehow ended up on the kitchen counter, and I gave you a look like, really? Okay, this is where we are. This is, yeah. So that goes back to, I want everything to have a place. I want everything to have a home. That way I'm not constantly moving and shifting and doing, and yeah. I want to have an easier life, and I think that if I had less things, if everything had a actual home where it lived, you know, they say a place for everything and everything in its place. And that's what I'm really trying to achieve here. And, you know, sometimes it might be a whole room. And sometimes these videos might be like today where all I got done was a corner. But now that is a corner that is organized, it's clean, and it's refreshing to walk into the kitchen and to see all that free counter space. And I'm going to show you at the end of this video what it looks like when I got done. So that's the tray that I had those vegetables on, and obviously now it had Coke on it, so I'm just going to clean that up. I went ahead and put the vegetables in the refrigerator. They're actually fresh vegetables from my in-laws' garden. So, and he came behind me and set that cup down right where I had just cleaned. That's why I gave him the look that I did. I was like, what is this? And he's like, oh, I put a cup down so you could put milk in it for me. Oh, okay. So there I go with his cup of milk. And like I said, this happens a lot. Like, a lot. I get distracted, I get phone calls. Okay, so here, my husband apparently had called my phone and I didn't answer, and he was getting some groceries for me and couldn't find what I asked for, so I'm holding my kid's phone in one, or my kid's phone in one finger and my phone in the other, sending him a picture, and oh my goodness, I am definitely a rocker. Look at that. Alright, so we finally get what he's looking for. I send him a picture. Remember to turn my phone back on loud so that, you know, if he calls again. So I walk away. My refrigerator is on the left side of the screen. It's outside of the view, but I have a tray of eggs that I need to put away, but I'm just picking up things, figuring out, you know, okay, spices go here, and, you know, I canned some green tomatoes, so that's what that jar is right there. So I'm going to put that back, you know, with the other canning stuff. That's something I've kind of recently gotten into, but not too much. So I figured out that we like hot wings. So I had these 2 bottles of wing sauce. And, oh, that drives my husband crazy that the cabinet doors don't close like that, because, again, if everything had a home, it wouldn't look like that, right? I would not have to shove things in cabinets for them to just hang open. I wouldn't have to do that. So again, that's another one of the goals, is I want to live an easier life, a simpler life. I want, you know, we do baseball. I work full time. My husband works full time. And if I feel like I would have so much more mental space if my house wasn't a disaster all the time. So again, there's more counter space that you can't see. So this is stuff that kind of always lives on my counter. Alright, so I'm filling up my water bottle for my ice maker here. And I go and put away the eggs, wipe down the counters. And I'll show you here in just a second what it looks like. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm sorry if I rambled on. But like I said, I'm really hoping that if I can make just one person feel like they're not alone, then I feel like I... Alright, so here is what my kitchen looked like that morning, and here is the corner that I finished through this video. I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.